Hello my friends, it is November the 8th of 2022. This video is about a collection update. I've purchased a lot of excellent heavy metal albums as of lately, and I'm just going to show you these albums and talk to you about them as well. Let's get right into it. Up first is Children of Bodom with Blood Drunk. This album came out in 2008. Yeah, Children of Bodom, great band. I've really been getting into them quite a bit over the last while, and so I've just been gradually buying their albums, and yeah, I definitely want their entire discography, so at some point hopefully I will be able to acquire all of their albums. And yeah, such a great band, a band that I overlooked for many years, and I don't know why exactly, but I just overlooked them, and so yeah, it's only now that I've been getting into them, and yeah, such a great band. They released so many great albums, and fortunately they are no longer around. Alex Laiho, who was the guitarist, vocalist, and the main songwriter for Children of Bodom, he passed away, I guess that would have been about a year and a half to maybe 2 years ago. What a talented musician he was, and yeah, very unfortunate that he passed away. But yeah, Children of Bodom, such a great band, and I've been listening to this album over the past number of days, and very much enjoy it. And yeah, I really enjoyed Children of Bodom, great band. Alright, so that is Children of Bodom with Blood Drunk. Amon Amarth with the Twilight of the Thunder God. This album came out in 2008. Yeah, I really enjoy Amon Amarth quite a bit. I've been a fan of theirs for many years, but it's only now that I've been getting much more into them, and yeah, I definitely want all their albums as well. And yeah, so I just got this album today actually in the mail, and was listening to it while I was driving around at work this evening, and yeah, excellent album. I really enjoy Amon Amarth. They have more of that kind of like melodic death metal style. Yeah, very memorable songwriting, great riffs, and excellent vocals, and yeah, very good songwriting here, that's for sure. Great band. Alright, so that is Amon Amarth with the Twilight of the Thunder God. Amon Amarth with the Deceiver of the Gods. This album came out in 2013. Yeah, so another one of Amon Amarth's albums right here. Great album. I've been listening to this one a fair bit over the last few weeks or so. Yeah, that's just another great Amon Amarth album, and yeah, I really enjoy their music, and yeah, like I said, I definitely want all their albums, and there's still a fair few of them that I'm missing, and but at some point I will definitely get them, hopefully. Alright, yeah, great band. Okay, so that is Amon Amarth with the Deceiver of the Gods. Dark Tranquility with the Damage Done. This album came out in 2002. Yeah, I've been really getting heavily into Dark Tranquility over the last number of months, and yeah, they're definitely one of my favorite bands right now. I'd say one of my top 5 favorite bands as of right now, especially, and really enjoy their style of melodic death metal. Great band. Have released so many great albums, and unfortunately they are sort of like one of those bands that I kind of overlooked as well. I've been familiar with them for a very long time, but it's only been over the past number of months that I've really gotten into them, and yeah, I've been buying some of their albums now, and yeah, such a great band. I listen to them almost every day now, and Damage Done I haven't listened to too much yet, but it will definitely be an album that I will be getting much more into, and yeah, excellent band. Dark Tranquility, I mean, if you're not familiar with them, I'm sure most of you are, but if you're not, definitely check them out. This is some very high quality melodic death metal right here. Okay, so that is Dark Tranquility with the Damage Done. At the Gates with the Nightmare of Being. This album came out in 2021. Yeah, so I finally decided to purchase this album. I don't know why I didn't purchase it last year, because I think it came out in, I think, the middle of 2021, and for whatever reason I didn't purchase it. I've been a fan of At the Gates for many years. I remember listening to Slaughter the Soul when I was like in my late teens, and that's still one of my absolute favorite albums. Yeah, that's up there. That's that must be like one of my top 20 for sure favorite albums of all time. I just love Slaughter of the Soul so much, and as of lately I've actually been listening to At War with Reality quite a bit. I really enjoy that one as well, and then I decided to buy this one. I figured, yeah, I should definitely have this in my collection. Definitely been getting more into At the Gates as of lately. Like I said, I've been a fan of theirs for many years, but it's only been over the past little while that I've really been getting more into their discography, and was listening to this one at work this evening. I just got this in the mail today, and yeah, excellent stuff. I think this is definitely has to be one of their better albums, and yeah, I'm very impressed with it. It'll definitely be an album that I will be listening to quite a bit over the next while, that's for sure. Okay, yeah, excellent stuff. I mean, if you haven't checked this At the Gates album out, definitely check them out. It's yeah, it's a great album, that's for sure. Okay, so that is At the Gates with The Nightmare Being. In Flames with the Horacle. This album came out in 1997. All right, so I've really been wanting to get those classic In Flames albums for quite some time, for at least a couple of years now, and so I finally decided, you know what, I'm going to purchase those like earlier In Flames albums, those classic In Flames albums, those albums that so many In Flames and like heavy metal fans in general really enjoy, and yeah, these are some great albums, and yeah, Horacle, fantastic stuff. I haven't listened to it too much yet, but I have listened to it a fair bit, but it's yeah, it's pretty good. An album that I will definitely be getting into more, and excellent stuff. Okay, so that is In Flames with Horacle. In Flames with Colony. This album came out in 1999. So like I said, I've been really wanting to get those classic In Flames albums, and so I finally decided to do that. And Colony, excellent album right here. I've been listening to it over the past number of days, and yeah, it's great. I really enjoy that classic In Flames sound. I mean, they have changed their style a fair bit over the number of years, but I'm really looking forward to their new album as well. That one will be coming out within the next, I guess, about 3 months or so. And yeah, so like I said, I've been really listening to a lot of like their classic albums, and excellent stuff. Colony is a great In Flames album. This is some excellent melodic death metal right here. All right, so that is In Flames with Colony. In Flames with Clayman. This album came out in 2000. Yeah, so been listening to this one a bit as well. Haven't gotten into it too much, but yeah, it's got that classic In Flames sound as well. After this album, that's sort of like when they started to change their sound somewhat, and yeah, they've changed their sound a fair bit throughout the years, but yeah, this is some classic In Flames right here. An album that I will definitely be getting into more, and yeah, I'm definitely happy to have those classic In Flames albums in my collection now. I'm still missing the Jester Race, I'm still missing Lunar Strain, but at some point I will get those, and yeah, great band. This is some excellent Swedish melodic death metal right here. Okay, so that is In Flames with Clayman. The Black Dahlia Murder with Miasma. This album came out in 2005. I've been getting a little bit more into the Black Dahlia Murder as of lately. A band that I was a fan of, or have been a fan of for some time, but I never really got that heavily into them. I purchased a couple of their albums back when I was like in my, I guess, early to mid 20s, but I kind of lost interest in them. But I've now been getting more interested in them, and you know, unfortunately, Trevor Sternad, who was the vocalist of the Black Dahlia Murder, he passed away, I guess, earlier this year. He had committed suicide. Very tragic, but yeah, great band, and yeah, so I'm just now starting to get more into their discography. It'd be nice to get some more of their albums as well. This one right here is just fantastic. Been listening to this one quite a bit over the past number of days, and pretty good stuff. I definitely can appreciate their music, and I do understand that they are still together, and of course Trevor, he passed away, but they decide to go on without him, and so I know they have been performing live as of lately, and so yeah, that's nice to see, and hopefully they will put out some more albums, and yeah, great band, a band that I will be starting to listen to more now. Okay, yeah, excellent stuff. Okay, so that is the Black Dahlia Murder with Miasma. All right, and the last album here is Lamb of God with As the Palaces Burn. This came out in 2003. Yeah, so Lamb of God are a band that I've been a fan of for quite a long time. I guess since like my early 20s. I remember purchasing Sacrament and a couple of their other albums as well, but I kind of lost interest in them for the longest time, and then only over the past little while I've started to get more interested in them, especially since they released a new album entitled Omens. That one came out a couple of months ago, and I really enjoyed that one. I decided to purchase it, and then I decided, well, you know what, let's purchase some more of their albums. So I've decided to get this one right here, As the Palaces Burn, and I've been listening to it actually a fair bit over the last, I guess, about a week or two, and excellent album. I really enjoy this one quite a bit. This has got to be one of their better albums, and yeah, just so heavy and catchy, and yeah, I just love the production. It's just solid, just heavy, and just, yeah, it's just great. I just love it. Excellent album, an album that I will definitely be getting into more. And Lamb of God, great band. Unfortunately, I just kind of lost interest in them for many years, and yeah, but now I'm realizing, yeah, they just are such a great band. I will definitely be getting some more of their albums, and yeah, excellent stuff. And yeah, give this album a listen if you haven't checked it out yet. Excellent stuff. Okay, so that is Lamb of God with As the Palaces Burn. Alright, so those are some albums that I've purchased as of lately. Yeah, I really enjoy these albums, and I'm happy to have them in my collection. Alright, so as of lately I've been listening to a lot of melodic death metal. Yeah, I really enjoy melodic death metal, and been purchasing a lot of melodic death metal albums, and checking out all these different melodic death metal bands that are out there, and been discovering some new like melodic death metal bands, and yeah, lots of excellent stuff out there. And melodic death metal has been something that I've been to, I guess since like my early 20s or so, and yeah, I've just been getting much more into it as of lately, and it's mostly what I listen to these days. And yeah, it's definitely influencing the style of music that I've been writing as well. And yeah, I really enjoy this particular style of metal. Excellent stuff. Alright, so yeah, let me know what you think. Leave some comments. I'm always curious to know what you guys think. And yeah, so I want to say thank you very much for watching, and yeah, have yourselves an excellent day, and thanks to all the people who subscribe to the channel. Cheers, take care.